What's up, guys? Dylanrhyne here, bringing you another episode of Dylan's AdventureCraft. Hope you guys are having a mind-tastic day today. I am having a great day. So, guys, this is the episode before the New World download. Woo! Heck yeah, there we go. I am excited. So, I am over here back at the Froglight Farm, Animal Paradise, the mangrove swamp area of the zoo, whatever you want to call it. And I have been collecting some of the Froglights. Not a whole lot. I did run it for just a little bit, but we do have some of the Froglights. There we go. Heck yes. So the purple ones here, the pearlescent ones, I guess it just has to do with how the water flows up at the top. But it seems like it's a little harder for the magma cubes to be able to fall down into that area. But that is perfectly fine. I am not too worried about that because I think we'll be getting as many as we want. So I'm not too worried about it. And I did do a little bit more of organization over here. So I put another anvil, and then we've got a barrel for name tags, a barrel for our emeralds. We've got the clock here. I can't remember if I put that up in the last episode or not. But then we've got a barrel for paper and a shulker box with paper in it. And then we've got a barrel of ink sacks with a shulker box with ink sacks in it. And the reason that I did it this way is so we can just come in here, grab some paper, grab some ink sacks, and when we trade with this guy, we can go here. And since it only cost one ink sack and one paper per emerald, we'll throw the 12 in there, grab the emeralds, and 12 is perfectly enough for when he locks out the trade there. So we can just throw them in, and then we can get the emeralds just like that. And then we can come down and grab some name tags, and with us doing 12 of the ink sacks and 12 of the paper, we actually get 12 extra emeralds, so that is awesome. Then we can throw the name tags up here and we can name them if we want to. So I think what we should do is actually go into the nether and run this farm one more time together here, and let's get some more of the Froglights. I think that'll be awesome. So what I've been doing is actually coming in here and opening up all of these trap doors just like this and leaving them open. The frogs will not be able to get out because they can only jump 5 blocks, and that is about 5.5 blocks. So we can leave that open, and then we can come over here to this side and do the same thing here. Flip that one open, and we did see how much of the lights we got down there at the bottom. So let's go ahead and go into the portal here. I have been going through this portal here. I made a little opening up here at the top, and if you throw this ender pearl just right, you can land right here on the nether portal just like that. Sometimes when you throw it, it will go through the nether portal into the other dimension, so you got to be careful of that. But I have been grabbing some splash potions of fire resistance. Instead of using these, I will use these if we run out of fire resistance potions, but sometimes I forget to put the boots back and I keep them on me, and then we don't have our good boots. So that is that. And I also did move this forward some and put some lava here just so that when they do spawn, they're a little bit closer to us and they can get to us a little bit faster. So I did bring this in, but I did leave it open as well in case we do want to change it back, so it wouldn't take very long to change it back. And then I usually just come up here and fly around and then come back down and land on top of this and see if we've got any, which we do have a guy down there, which is perfect. So let's go ahead and drop down here and we can grab some name tags. So I do have some ready here, future Froglights. I thought that was pretty funny. I say that we will do probably about 4 of them for now, so we will pop that name tag on him. And I have been killing them in here just because it is a little bit easier, since they will go through the portal and they do have the name tags. Sometimes they will go down into the actual frog cages themselves without me actually being there, which is kind of cool. So I think that works out a little better. So we'll go ahead and let those guys just chill out for a second, and we'll come back up here and see if we can't get some more of these guys to spawn. There we go, we did get another one, and I've only been using the name tags for the big guys and for the medium guys, so some of these guys are probably not future Froglights, or are they? Did we have 8 of these? No, this one is not, and this one is not, because it is kind of a waste of a name tag to put it on these smaller guys when we can put one on the bigger or medium guys and then break them down and get a lot more out of our name tags. So that is what I have been doing, and then sometimes I'll take the bow and hit these guys because it's a little bit easier. And also, it seems like when the smaller guys come through that they don't end up coming back through the portal. I know we had that issue in the last episode. So if I do the smaller guys, then they do come through the portal and stay through the portal. The medium-sized guys and the bigger guys obviously have a chance to come back through the portal, so I try to break them down, but sometimes they do get through, and that is why we have it set up in the overworld to be able to kill these guys and make them into the smaller or medium ones if we need to do that. So there we go. We'll let these guys come through. I will get rid of some of this stuff here, and we do have some extra stuff like ender pearls, extra anvils, more of the name tags, blocks and stuff if we want to change that back, and I did the lava bucket so we can push these guys forward. But let me let the rest of these guys come through. We'll hop back over to the overworld and we'll check out how the system is functioning. Alright, we are back now, and sometimes they do get up there on the portal. Eventually they will fall down just like that, but we did leave these open, so as you can see, some of the magma cubes are falling through. Let's see if we can't catch some here. Oh, here we go. One just went up the water elevator, and there it goes. It fell through. Perfect, perfect. Alright, so I say let's go ahead and go down into the storage room and the area for the villager and check out what we've got here. So we can come over here and check this out, and we did end up getting a few more of these. I might, like I said, have to work with the pearlescent ones, and we are still getting some to come through, by the way. That is awesome. That is working fantastically. I am super excited about that. But guys, in this episode, I would like to try to get a couple things ready for the next episode for the world download. So we do have some cleanup and stuff that we need to do, but we also need to check a few of our farms, because some of our farms could probably either use an efficiency upgrade or they could use some fixing and they may be broken or something like that. So I would like to go through a couple of the farms with you guys and check some of them out and see what we can do to make a few of them better. If we do have enough time, we may work here in Animal Paradise, messing around with the mangroves a little bit, maybe just testing out and seeing how we want it to look. I did say in the last episode that we was going to be using mostly grass. I don't know why I said that, because we will be using a bunch of the mud. Obviously, we need to be using the mud, and we do need to go get some more blocks of like the rooted mud, and we also need to make a bunch of trees. That's where I've been making my trees for all of this. Let's go ahead and head over to the Squid Farm. I would like to get rid of some of the water in the area to increase some of the spawning rates. So what I think we should probably do, go and get some more sponges from some ocean monuments and see if we can't gather up another stack or so, and that way we do not have to worry about using the furnace to dry a lot of them out and wasting a bunch of time. Alright, so I end up grabbing a little over 2 stacks, so not bad, and we already have a stack and a half. I did put like a little AFK platform up here at the top, so if we stand on this AFK platform right here, then it looks like we need to at least go to that little island there. Alright, I did get a decent amount, so we got all of the stuff here in this grid area like this, and I did get this area here, and then I did fill in some of this. This is why the sand looks so flat, and the reason is you can see the AFK spot there, but if I stand right here, you can see it, and I move back when you can't. So that is why I did that right there. So We didn't get as much done as I wanted to, like I said, but we are going to have some of this area over here that needs to be done, and we also have some over on this side that is going to need to be done. So the next thing that I want to do is come over here to the map making area, and I would like to at least try and make a map for the new allay. I think that would be awesome. So I'm going to have to get a bunch of different blocks and kind of figure out the color scheme and stuff like that. And I'm also going to have to take down what we've got here. So I don't think there's going to be any time lapse, just because I've got a lot of stuff in this episode that I want to do, and I want you guys to be able to see most of it. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and start working on this, get the blocks and items that we need to make the allay, and get rid of this current map here, and see if we can't make this allay look just like it is in the game. So after a lot of block placing and a lot of testing in a creative world to get the correct color blocks, the best that I could, that is, I didn't get the colors exactly perfect. But we did get another poster for Animal Paradise finished. There we go. I think it looks pretty good. I tried to do the whole body at first, but there's not enough blue blocks that are different colors in this game at the moment, so we kind of just had to go with the head and just stick with that for now. But I am happy with how this turned out. We've got the name in there, and we was able to also put the shadow for the name, which always makes it look really good. Some of them we couldn't do, like these over here, but we did do it for the parrots, pandas, and the rabbit. But I think this is looking fantastic. You can definitely tell what this is meant for. So we are going to be taking some maps. So I've got a few maps here. We're going to be taking those guys over to Animal Paradise, or at least one of them. I think we're just going to put one up since the enclosure for the allays is really small. But we are going to go over there and put that in. This is what it turned out to look like. It's a combination of prismarine bricks, light blue carpet, white carpet, lapis blocks, and also some blue carpets. So that is how this turned out, and I think it looks awesome. So like I said, we are going to head over to Animal Paradise and put this in. Now, the book portion, I'm not 100% sure what we should put for that. I might just put in stuff from the Minecraft wiki and kind of just put that into the description and the facts and the attributes for the allay. I think that is how we are going to do that. So I'm gonna head over to Animal Paradise. I'm gonna have to grab some more rockets here real quick, but then once we get over there, I am going to write a book the best that I can for the allay, and then we will put those up and we can move on to the next thing for the episode. Heck yeah, there we go. We've got everything we need to put up this poster or map, whatever you want to call it. So now we can put our poster up here. Perfect. There we go. Allay. And then we've got the book we can put here. So this book says allay, health points 20 hearts, behavior is passive, height is 0.6 blocks, width is 0.6 blocks. Locations. First one is Pillager Outposts. Allays can be found inside confining dark oak cages that surround Pillager Outposts. Anywhere from 1 to 3 allays can be found in each cage. Woodland Mansions. Allays can also be found inside jail cells that are within Woodland Mansions. Anywhere from 1 to 3 allays can be found inside each cell. And then we've got like the facts or the extra comments and stuff, the descriptions right here. So we got, an allay will wander around until a player gives it an item. The allay starts following the player, seeking out dropped versions of the same item and delivering them to its player. An allay will follow the player up to 64 blocks away, even if it can't see them. If the allay hears a note block play, it spends 30 seconds around that particular note block, seeking items around it and returning them to the note block instead of its player. An allay cannot enter water, although it will attempt to gather items that are underwater. Allays cannot be harmed by their owners. If they are harmed by another source, they will go into a panic state and start moving wildly in random directions. When killed, Allays drop the items they were holding. If an Allay dies while holding a totem of Undying, it will instead return to full health and the totem will be destroyed. An Allay will naturally generate 2 hearts per second if it is damaged. There we go. Awesome. So I like that. I think that is sweet. We got that up, and then we got our guys in here. One with the redstone, one with the lapis, and one with the iron, which, where did that one go? Hello? Allay with iron? Oh, there we are. I kind of freaked out there for a second. All right, that is awesome. So it is raining again. You guys know every time I record, it decides to rain. So let me hang out here for a little bit, get this rain to go away, and then we'll move on to the next thing that I have in store for us in this episode. I'm pretty sure I showed you guys this, but if I did not, there is something I'm wanting to go over here and check out. So back here behind the wool farm, I have put in a few more of the automatic sheep shearing devices here. I've got only purple sheep in here, and they will get sheared and drop all of their wool. So we'll see, this hasn't picked any up. We haven't been here. There it goes. It did pick some up, so that is perfect. And I've got a bunch of shears in here with unbreaking on them. So right here is our super smelter. And what I wanted to do was, I found out, I kept on coming across us running out of fuel. So this will get wool, and it won't put it into the collection system over there with all of the wool. It will actually go up here and drop it off into these hoppers and into those chests. And then it will go down into here, into this hopper here that we can get to from the inside, and the hopper minecart that puts in the fuel, this one right here, will pick up the wool and it will put it into the hoppers so that the furnaces will have fuel. So this thing has been working pretty well. It has been filling up, but it is not full all the way. We'll see if we can find where it has kind of not filled up just yet. Okay, right here. So it looks like this one is still needing some, and then we've also got some in here. Now I do have some coal in here at the moment so that we don't eat through all of this wool. I would like to get a backlog of that. I do need to AFK at that area so that we can get a backlog of the purple wool. So let's go ahead and head back through here, and we are going to head to the Wither Skeleton Farm. So we are going to take our ice boat road here. I have not gotten this all the way filled up for the Wither Skeleton Farm yet, so the design's not done. I don't think it's 3 wide or anything like that yet, but I will be working on that a little bit in between clips here. I do want to try to get a few more of these designs up and running. So let's see, the Wither Skeleton Farm is in this direction. No, come here, boat, come here. There we go. Trying to get away from me. Alright, so I'm going to go all the way down here, and then we can look at the Wither Skeleton Farm, make sure everything is working correctly. I will be checking out pretty much all of the other farms as well off camera. I just wanted to do a few of these with you guys, just so we could check out some of the farms and make sure that they were doing exactly what they were supposed to. So we are coming up on the Wither Skeleton Farm here. Yep, just like that. So we got to watch out for gas. It's pretty bad. That's why I want to get the ice boat road in this area so that nothing ends up getting tore up. But let's go ahead and head into here and check on this. So we do have Gracie in here, and it has been a while since I've went over this, but if you do not want to do the AFK here, then you can press the button, which is that button, no, it's this button here, and move Gracie out of the way so that you can hit these guys without hurting Gracie. But let me check out this farm a little bit more, check out the best place for AFKing, and then we'll come back and we can work on the ice boat road for the Wither Skeleton Farm. Awesome, there we go. So I have been working on this almost all night. I was up really early in the morning. This is the next day, obviously, and I have made some progress on the farm. So there's a few things that I have changed around here. So the first thing I did, do a little bit of organization here, moved the ladders back, filled in the doorway that was right here. I also put in some elevator systems here to be able to get up and down so that you can get to the ice boat road. I did put a hopper down here just in case you are standing here, or if you move Gracie over to the other side and then you have some wither skeletons fall down and you hit them with the looting sword, sometimes you will pick up the items before they can get picked up by the hopper there, like this. So if I hit these guys, you'll see that I got a head. I did pick some up, so I can put them in the hopper there and make that a little bit easier. We'll move Gracie back over, but let's go ahead and check out the rest of this area. So if you come up here, I've got these vines here so that you can get up a little bit easier. Not all of this is decorated or anything just yet. I kind of just wanted to get a walkway in here in an area to be safe from ghasts and stuff like that. Obviously, you can jump down this path and land on the hay bale there so that it will brace your fall. Then if you want to come up, you come over here to the vine. Then if you come down this hallway here, it'll lead down this path, and right down there is where the ice boat road will hook up. So you will see the cobblestone here that I have led. Obviously, I haven't worked much on the ice boat road for this area. We'll be working on it a little bit here in a few moments. But if you come right here, we've got another little area with a hay bale and also with, oops, I did not mean to do that. Well then, now we cannot get up. That is fantastic. Well, I guess it's a great thing that we do have bones down there in the storage system. So I went ahead and grabbed one of those and made some bone meal here, so we should be able to fix this. There we go, perfect. All right, so if we climb up this, some of this is glass so that you can kind of see what's going on here with the farm. So I did fill in 3 layers going around the edge here, just because when I was AFKing, I was seeing that some of the wither skeletons would be over on the edge or in the corner, and they could not see the piglin here. And what would happen is they would keep the spawn rates from happening as soon as they usually would, because they would fall down and then die. So they would stay on the edge, the spawn rates wouldn't be very good, and they would just stay there until they ended up despawning. So I did fill that in. We do have a few spots that they still have trouble seeing the piglin here, but for the most part, it seems to be working a lot better than it did previously when we had all of those open spaces. So I do have some more glass up here, and then obviously the AFK spot is right up there at the top. So I will come all the way up here. We'll probably put on some hitboxes because it's kind of hard to see since I do not have the Optifine and the glass texture is kind of in the way. That's not the hitboxes. There we go. Here's a case that I wanted to show you here. See how he's up against the wall there and he cannot see that piglin? Now with them being a little bit closer, sometimes they'll wander off a little bit and then find the piglin, but there is a few spots there that they do have trouble seeing the piglin. But like I said, for the most part, they are going to the piglin. Sometimes they get stuck on that side, but eventually they will come around and fall in. And sometimes they do gather a bunch right here, but other ones will spawn and push them in. So it's not that big of a deal. So there we go. You'll see that we are getting a few more. So that guy did end up despawning there. And all of those guys are filing in. He will figure himself out here in a little bit. But all of these guys will be able to see him. And then it should just keep on going on. So that is awesome. I'm really liking how we've got this set up now. And once I get that ice boat road in, then we will be able to get here even more safely. And now what I would like to do is go back to the beginning where the wither skeleton path hooks up to the existing ice boat road and work on that for a little bit. Like I said, I don't think we'll get all the way down here. I may try to at least fill it in with some netherrack or something like that, just so it's a little safer. But I'll see how much I can get done here in the next couple hours, and then I'll bring you guys back in and we'll see how much I was actually able to get done. Well, I'll tell you what, that took a heck of a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. It took over a couple hours, but we did get a path made all the way to the wither skeleton farm, and I did go ahead and put down some packed ice along with some rails, and that way you can use the boat and also no mobs will spawn. Hopefully this isn't too dark for you guys because I do not have any lights in here, but we will travel down this thing, and it goes from about 500 and something to almost 1400 on the Z. So it's a pretty far distance. That's why I'm not able to do the design today, just because that would take a very long time. but we did at least get this in, and I'm happy we got this in. And I did kind of do a little something here. I had to put some slabs here because I don't want any of the wither skeletons to spawn, because that would just be a pain to get down here and then there'd be wither skeletons waiting on you. So we got that in there. I moved the sign, and everything else is still the same. I didn't make any more adjustments to this place. So this place is looking good, and I think we've pretty much got everything we need for this place besides designing the area here, which I'm not going to worry about in this episode. Alright, so I guess we need to go move on to the next thing for today. So the next thing that we need to do here, oh, there we go. We need to go to spawn. So I want to bring you guys along with me to go to spawn. The reason is that's where you're most likely going to be spawned in at, obviously, when you enter into the world. So I would like to go over the area with you and the chests and stuff and see if there's anything extra that you guys would want in those chests. Now, obviously, you don't have to take any of that stuff if you don't want to, but you are more than welcome to use any of it there. Obviously, you're more than welcome to use anything here in the world. Alright, it looks like it took us over here to spawn. So when you spawn in, you will be spawning right over here. So the building here is kind of in the way of the spawn, I believe, and I can't really figure out exactly what is in the way. So you may spawn like right here. So just sneak around into here and go into this building, and then we've got some signs here that we had last time. We've got some beds here, so if you want to set a spawn or something like that. We've also got furnace, crafting table, ender chest, but you will also have these chests over here. So I've got a silk touch and a mending netherite pick with efficiency 5 and breaking 3 and mending on them. And then we do have a sword in here as well, and I may actually put on some other stuff. So like this doesn't have mending. That looks fine. This here needs a few things on it. Yeah, so maybe I'll go and adjust these. And then you've also got a water bucket, torches. You got one of the dead shot bows here with an arrow, some more torches, ender pearls, a boat if there's not one in the nether there, but I'll probably keep one in there. And then you've also got an axe, and you've also got a shovel. So I may put netherite on these as well. But besides that, I don't think there's anything else in here besides like some cobblestone and stuff like that for some blocks, so that you can have some extra blocks if you need them. So if there's anything in here that you guys want and isn't currently in here, then just let me know down in the comments section below. But real quick, I'm going to go fix some of these items here and make sure that they are up to grade with basically what we got. We might even put the Swift Sneak 3 on the leggings with the mending there. So let me go ahead and do that, and we'll come back and put them in. And that should be pretty much everything for the spawn area here. I guess I do need to put some food in here. I totally did not think about that. So let's throw some food in here for you guys as well. So that should do it for you guys. I can't believe I forgot the food. That's kind of crazy. But it looks like you have everything else in there that you need. So let me fix these things. We'll come right back, and then we will move on. Alright, so I've got everything here. So I actually went ahead and made another helmet, a gold one, just in case you're going into the nether and you need to be able to avoid the piglins. So I did put that in there. And I also fixed all of the items that the durability was low. And we've got some pants here. They now have Swift Sneak 3 on them and mending. They did not have that before. And then we've got the tennis shoes here, and they've got Depth Strider 3 and Breaking 3, Protection 4, Feather Falling 4, Mending, and Soul Speed. So there we go. And then I've got a new sword here as well. You should have everything in here that you need, but if there is something else you want me to add, then just let me know. But with that, let's move on to one of the last things for the episode. Alright guys, we got a couple more things here that I would like to do. We are over here at Animal Paradise, and I've got some name tags here, and I would like to try and see if we can at least get maybe 4 dolphins, 4 turtles, 4 squid, and 4 glowing squid. Now, I don't think the turtles and the glowing squid are going to really spawn in this area, so I'm gonna have to just like fly back and forth and wait until we do get some animals to spawn in here. But while we wait on that, and while I'm going back and forth looking for the dolphins and the squid, I would like to try and take this shulker box here and come over to the area that we're going to be using for our mangrove swamp, and I would like to put down some mud. Now, we are going to put this mud down, but eventually we're going to have to come back through here with some water and put some water in here as well. Now, our area that we have is this section here, so it's going to be a little difficult to kind of get the water in there, so obviously water won't be like flowing off the side or anything like that, but there will be some water like in the center pieces, and we might even extend it out a little bit into the actual ocean itself. But I think it would look really cool to go ahead and get the mud in here and to take down all of the big mushrooms here. So I'm going to be doing that while we wait for some squid and for some dolphins. Well, I wish we had more time to work on this today, but I am running out of time here. But I did try to get at least this section up here done with the mud, and it is looking awesome. It looks really good against the mangrove planks, that red color. I didn't get a whole lot done over here because I actually ran out of mud, but I did get a perimeter kind of put up here to show where the mangrove swamp would border. So I'm thinking we're going to have it just come up like that. I want to keep this open for potential expansion in the future. But it does come around here, comes this way, and then I've got it cut off right here, and we're going to leave this for something else. So I got all of that in there. I think it is looking great. And then obviously I did do some of the mud down here at the bottom, but we did end up running out. So I did as much as I could, but it is going to look awesome once we can actually start getting all of this in here. Now, I did get 4 squid and 4 dolphins, so we should be able to see these guys in here and see their name tags. Yep, I'm gonna be swimming. Here we go. So yeah, we got that guy there. That is awesome. Then we've got this guy, that guy, and this guy down here. And then, like I said, I got some squids also. 1, 2, 3, and 4 right there. So we ended up getting those guys, which is awesome. So we just need to get the turtles and the glowing squid in there to complete that area. So that is pretty freaking cool. But yeah, I'm happy with all of that. There is one thing that I forgot to do that I want to do before we wrap up the episode here. I do want to meet you guys back over at the spawn area, because I do have something to go over with you guys so that if you do download the world, you will know what it is and how to use it. So let me head back over to spawn, and then we will wrap it up from there. So back here at spawn, I wanted to put up a book right here. And this book is going to be for the overworld coordinates. So it says world coordinates, and then you've got the area and the coordinates to get to that area. So there's a few in here, and you guys can use those if you need them. I'm not doing the nether coordinates just because you can go in the nether and use the compass and lodestones to be able to find those areas. But I did want to put that up there, and I did want to show you guys that so that you knew what it was and you knew where it was. So that is the last thing that I wanted to do for this episode. So in the next episode, guys, we are going to be doing the next world tour and world download. Heck yeah, baby. So look forward to that. But guys, that is all the time I have for today. I really do hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please just hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell so you get notified when I put out another video. That's going to do it, and I will see you in the next episode. This has been Dylanrhyne, and I am out.